And Miss Boots.
We're going to do PE today.
Ooh.
Okay, so get yourself some space, get into your fitness clothes, get ready to get active, and let's start with a warm-up. Hit the music. Standing without. Stand up. All right, get those high knees up. And lifting your legs, lifting your bottom. And back to the start now.
Keep it going, guys. Don't scare you. Stopping.
And let's up to your bottom. Right, we're going to take down your feet. So down, and up, and in. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're going to do some stretching now, dynamic stretching. So find yourself having to hold on to. You're going to swing your legs up and back as far as you can. 10 times. 1, 2, 3. Stretch a bit higher. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap to the other side. Hold on to something. Balance yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. We're going to do the same slightly now, but we're coming out sideways. So balance yourself again. Hold on to something. You lift your knee up and kick out. 1, 2.
This is why you don't wear jeans to a PE lesson.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Swap to the other side. Leg up and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Let's get our upper body nice and loose. We're going to start. Keep your hips still. Twist your spine. That's it. Get nice and loose. Try to keep your hips as still as you can. Thanks for the music. It's always better with a tune. And arms ready. Spinning them around. That's it. And going backwards. Nice and loose. For an extra tricky one, hold them up. Keep going opposite direction. Come on, Mr. Barker.
I'm going halfway.
And do the other way in opposite direction. As long as you're stretching that spine, right spine still, enjoy stretching our shoulders, stretching down. That's it. Fantastic. Up. Okay. Alright, we're going to stretch out our shoulders and our arms. So, one on the top, one on the left, stretching out your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the other side. Alright, fantastic. 3, 2, 1. Put one arm up in the air. Send it down, pushing it to the left. Stretching your up, your neck, and the stretch out. Your side down. Okay, so into the other side, arm up. Touch the middle of your back. Reach up, lift your hands, and stretch your tricep. Fantastic. Alright, cue music. Finish. Thank you, miss. Right guys, we're going to start with a yoga sequence this morning, working on our balances. So find yourself some space on the ground. You're going to follow along and try to do exactly what I say and copy the balances. Mr. Parker here will be modeling as we go along, trying to follow and hold. Really focus on holding those poses when you get them. So we're going to start with our hands on our chest, hands to heart center, You're going to reach up overhead, spread your arms, down, come down, touch your toes. Try not to bend your knees. Try to keep them as straight as you possibly can. Try to touch the floor. If you can't touch the floor, do as Mr. Parker does and get as close as you can. Lift your body, put your hands on your knees, flatten your back, and come back down, touch the floor. From that position, you're going to step your right leg back, and then your left leg back. Hold there, brace, tense your tummy. Lift your hips into downward facing dog, and put your hips as high in the air as you possibly can. Really push your hips up. Then we're going to come forward, back into our plank position. Let me just move so you can see Mr. Parker there. And Miss, would you tip down the screen? Thank you so much. We're going to lower, bend at your elbows, coming down like a push-up, raising your chest into cobra. Perfect, feel the stretch in your tummy. And then you're going to curl your toes underneath, lift your hips back into downward facing dog. Holding it there. We're going to tip forward into our plank. Bring your right leg up in between your hands. Hold it there. You feel a nice stretch in your hips on the one side. Bring your other foot together. Straighten your legs, keeping your hands on the floor. And then we're going to slowly raise all the way up. Arms overhead, touching together. And down into heart center. Okay, we're going to do that one more time before we add in our balances. Let me move back so you can see. Ready, here we go. Hands up. And overhead, coming down to touch the ground. Lift in your chest, put your hands on your knees, halfway up, flatten your back. And coming down, touching the ground. Try to put your hands on the ground if you can. Step your right leg back, keeping the other one in between. And then your left leg back into a plank. Lift your hips, push with your arms. Put your bottom in the air as high as you can. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Coming forward into a plank. You're going to bend at the elbows like it's a push-up. All the way down till you're lying on the ground, raising your chest up in cobra pose. Nice stretch on your tummy there. Curl your toes underneath. Lift your bottom high into the air, pushing back as hard as you can. And coming forward into plank. Bring your right leg forward in between your hands. Feel the stretch. Your left leg forward and straighten your legs. And then coming all the way up. And hands to your heart. Fantastic. This time we're going to add some balances. Now, year 4, we've been doing lots of gymnastics, so we should be pretty good at our balances. Try to follow along. Try to hold the pose as long as you can when we're in them. Here we go. Hands to your chest. Arms up, overhead. We're going to place our hands on the ground. Take your right leg back, your left leg back, and raise your bottom into downward facing dog. From here, raise your right leg, put it in the air, hold it up as high as you can. Balance, tense your tummy, hold it. Fantastic. Bringing it back down. Raising your left leg into a balance. Hold it. And bringing it back down. We're going to come forward into our plank pose. Bring your left leg forward. Keep the other one nice and straight. Bring your right hand off the ground. Can you twist one hand up? Try to hold the pose. And coming back down with your hands. Push off the ground, sitting up. And trying to hold in a lunge position. If you're feeling confident, can you put your hands above your head and tip backwards? Okay, coming back down, putting our hand on the ground. Take your foot back, bring the other foot forward. There we go in the middle. Lifting that hand up off the ground. Trying to balance. And bringing that hand down. Bringing both hands up into a lunge position. And if you're feeling confident, raising your hands up and tipping backwards. Here we go, hands coming down and touching the ground. From there, I want you to straighten your front leg. So you're sort of like in a lunge triangle position. Put one hand, your right hand back on the ground, and raise the other arm above your head. And then this is tricky. You're going to push forward and raise your back leg. So kind of like you're in a sideways star. That's it. Try to hold it. Tense your tummy. And if you can, raising both hands.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
It's okay. I made a mistake. In front of you, pointing forward like a Superman. And bringing both hands back to the ground. Dropping your back leg and standing up. We're going to swap sides. Swap your legs round. The other way. We're going to take our left hand and put it on the ground. And raise our right one up in the air. Then on 3, we're going to push forward and lift our back leg. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Raising our back leg. And when you've got that, we're going to raise. We're going to raise both of our hands into Superman. Fantastic. Bringing your legs together. We'll do 1 or 2 more before we move on. Oh, I hope you're getting as warm as we are feeling.
Roasting.
Still roasting in here. Right. Hands together, feet together. I want you to use one hand to pick up the other hand and pick up your foot and place it into tree pose. As best as
My
you
jeans
can.
cannot actually do this.
Even if you have to go down here, that's a success. Okay? But if you can bring it higher, really pressing in, when you're confident, really helps if you look at the floor, something that's not moving. Hands overhead. And if you can drop your hand onto your leg, we're going to tip all the way over. See if you can really balance like a tree. And coming back with your hands together, down to heart center and dropping that leg. Let's try that on the other side. Raising your foot, putting it into your other leg. Once you're feeling nice and controlled, tight tummy, we're just going to hold it here. Then we're going to raise our hands. Drop one hand onto the back of the other leg, and you're going to tip over. Tree in the wind pose. See if you can hold it for as long as you can. And coming back with your hands down to heart center. And then we're just going to shake it off. Just nice and loose, shake it off. Excellent, well done. That is the yoga section of our PE lesson today. Next, we're going to move into a circuit. Now, our circuit is all to do with building our muscles. Model. That's what we want to see. All the muscles. So we need to really focus on engaging all the muscles when we do it. So we're going to do things like squats, push-ups, burpees, lunges in a little circuit, and then you can repeat that a few times. Are you ready, sir?
I am ready, miss.
Fantastic. We're going to start with our squats. So with our squats, we position our legs underneath our hips, kind of shoulder width apart. If you're not confident, you can put your hands in front of you, but you're going to sit back like you're sitting in a chair and coming down into our squats. If you're okay with that, your hands, you can just keep them by your sides. Ready? Here we go. 10 squats. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I've got some tunes, miss. 4, 5, 6, 7. Really feel your legs. 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Move to another leg crunch. We're going to lunges. So we're going to lunge. I'll come to the side here. You want to step one leg back a little bit and drop down till it's just above. Let me come here so you can see. Just above the ground there. Okay, so we're going to do 10 on each side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 5. Other leg goes back. Drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and Mr. Parker will be up on his toes, and we want to try and bend our elbows and get our chest close to the floor, but don't touch it. Ready? We're going to do 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, tummy over. Right, we're going to do sit-ups. Get that tummy nice and strong. Okay, put your feet together. What you want to do is bring your hands all the way up. Touch your feet. So I can find my chin, it's easier. 2. 4. 5. 10. Well done. Last exercise. Burpee. A burpee is for your whole body. It uses your legs, it uses your back muscles, it uses your arms and your chest. Okay, let me show you. So we come up, standing strong. A burpee. We're going to squat down, put our hands to the floor, kick our legs back. Now, some people do a push-up here, I don't. So this part away. Push up, bring your legs in, stand down, jump as high as you can. That's a full burpee, so we're going to do 10. Ready?
Let's do it. Strong finish, guys.
Yeah, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric, baby, when I turn it on. All in my city, all through my home.
Last one.
We're flying up no ceiling, we're in our zone. I got
So guys, you need to do that at least one more time without us to get a good workout in, but very well done for keeping up. Don't know about you, Sam, I'm very tired.
Knackered.
Absolutely knackered.
Who
Well
needs
done,
Joe
guys.
Wicks?
Yeah, have a great day.
Until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.